Hey guys, welcome to Rockstar Podcast. To my left we have...
My name is RIZ, I'm in the place to be.
This is the podcast where Riz says all the things that he was told he's not allowed to say by the HR department.
Yep.
It's also going to be the podcast where we talk about all the crazy things that Riz and I do. Riz...
AKA what we do every day.
What day of the week is it?
I have no clue. I just know that we are recording today, and I was so excited. I have so much work on my plate, so many projects, but none of it mattered all week because all I really cared about was this podcast and nothing else, because I get to be authentic with someone that not only loves me for who I am,
Post great thirst traps.
but also supports me in all my crazy ventures, and I think I have a lot of crazy ventures.
Takes good pictures of Riz.
Yeah, awesome. You know, you always need that best friend that takes awesome pictures.
Defends you in public.
Even when I don't need defense sometimes. Ankur, they didn't say anything to me. Hold me back, Riz, hold me back.
All right, so we should probably tell everyone why we named it Rockstar Podcast.
That's pretty simple. We are a bunch of entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs have a stigma. Founders have a stigma. They look at us brown guys and they think about Silicon Valley, right? But it's not like that. Our lifestyle is totally different. We live more of a party rock star style lifestyle, and that's why we are entrepreneur rock stars.
We're admitting to the world that we party.
We party. Everyone knows they party. Okay, maybe you have a much better view, you know, because of the way that you post, which we're gonna get into. I don't even know why you post the way. Who are you trying to be, Gandhi? Like, I don't understand. You know.
No, Gandhi was a racist.
He was. That's true. But you know, we want to be authentic and let you know what it's like to be our lifestyle and how amazing it actually is. And also, if you are an entrepreneur or you have a startup, don't think you have to be what the media puts it out to be. It's not like that at all. You be who you are, and that's what makes you good. That's what makes you authentic. Your authentic brand will actually go through your entire style, and then others will see, investors will see, people will see, and people always buy into you, not your product. It's you.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I thought we called it Rockstar Podcast because rock stars go through crazy roller coasters of a life, right? The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw A Star Is Born, right? And my boy Bradley Cooper, he killed himself. It was crazy. I mean, I'm not going to do that, but crazy.
I didn't watch the movie, but thanks for ruining for me, Ankur. But yeah.
You didn't watch A Star Is Born?
No, I'm not as emotional as you are, so I don't really watch.
I like
stuff.
rom-coms, okay?
Oh, he does. Listen, I went over his house in Pittsburgh, and I just told Alexa to play, right? And all I heard was sad, sappy song the whole time. Ankur's like, Alexa, stop. I'm like, all right, go play. Even worse than that, it was like cowboy, like sad music. Like, you ever go to a Mexican bar and you see all these people just like drinking tequila and just listen to sad music? That's what it was like. Ankur at Pittsburgh.
The name of the song was Tequila. It doesn't mean that's a sad song. Okay, all right. So everyone at home now knows why we're calling it Rockstar Podcast.
Yes.
But why now?
Why now? I think both of us are in a phase of our life that we're in a much better place. Definitely, as Ankur said, there's ups and downs when you become an entrepreneur. There's ups and downs when you are going through anything. But more importantly, the relationship that we both built is beautiful, man. It's so beautiful.
I get DMs all the time, like, yo, you guys really did that? I'm like, yeah, we really did that.
Yeah. We don't even post or talk about 90% of the stuff we do. But at the end of the day, everything we've done has made us happy. Sometimes we've gone to jail, but it still made us happy. So, it's cool.
Yeah, that happened.
A couple of times. But hey, we're each other's emergency contact, which is the dumbest thing on the planet, because we're usually together. Makes no sense, but we still do it. It's not like I'm going to go home and change my emergency contact today.
Who else could it be?
That's the truth. So I feel like I live a lonely world, a lonely life. If I didn't have you, I think my life would have been very lonely.
But you've always had a roommate.
No, I have roommates recently, if you notice, because of the ups and downs. You know, I actually like.
When have you ever lived alone?
I lived alone for 2 days once. Exhilarating, man. It's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to live alone in Pittsburgh for 3 years. You know that time I asked you to come visit, but you didn't visit for
I came.
2.5 years?
I eventually came. I came. Oh my God, let it go. Who goes to Pittsburgh, first of all, okay? The whole city is isolated on itself. It's in an island within America, and there's like 200 to 500 bridges there to get there. Do you know the exact number of bridges?
484 bridges.
484
okay? And it's a peninsula.
bridges.
Okay? It's not an island, it's a peninsula.
484. And then to get in there, there's this annoying tunnel that you gotta wait like for 45 minutes to get in there. Ugh. Anyways, no, but it's true. Like the path that I chose is actually a pretty lonely path. People around me thinks that I'm super social. I'm surrounded by so many people, being a DJ in the nightclub industry, now managing Instagram influencers. That's not the case. The case is I am moving in a trajectory that a lot of people that are my peers, my friends, my family decided not to go, right? So if I want to ask a question to someone, I have no one to ask until me and Ankur talk about certain things. And whenever we talk, it's actually never business. 100% of the time, it's never business. It's always personal, emotional. It's more of a visceral level than anything else. So it's important for me with the relationship that me and Ankur has built, and that's why I'm ready to talk about everything today, because most of us don't talk about the things that bother us. Most of us don't talk about the thoughts and the vision and the goals that we have, or even the demons that we have. To find someone, a partner, in business, not in life.
Are you proposing? Is that what's about to happen, guys?
We're just looking for love.
I don't know how I feel about this, man.
I just want to be loved.
I mean, I know Facebook has a dating app now, but like, I don't know if this
Yo,
is
so
what I'm
everyone
looking
keeps on
for.
telling me Facebook has a dating app. Where
It's
is
terrible.
It? Oh, you've
Terrible.
tried?
You know, I've
Obviously?
tried all the dating apps.
I've tried 0 dating apps, and this guy is a master of dating apps. You know, I do really well with Instagram and Facebook and, you know, with influencer marketing. AnkurKGarg crushes it in the dating app world. In fact, you should start your own dating app.
Yeah? What would we call it?
I mean...
Beautiful Smiles?
Oh my God, he's so emotional. God damn. Not playing games. That's what I would call it. You know?
Except you have to play the game to get on the date.
Isn't that sad?
So when you swipe right, you're challenging each other to a Tic Tac Toe match. Okay? If you win, you get the other person's phone number.
Listen, I always win a Tic Tac Toe.
But there's a way that you never win.
So
So if they're
what
two
happens?
smart people,
Yeah, what
they'll never
happens?
get to meet because it won't work.
So then...
They're just going to fight all the
So then
time.
they're not gonna. So you think the people that are exactly compatible shouldn't be together? You believe in opposites?
You think that two smart Tic Tac Toe players should date?
We're smart Tic Tac Toe players, and we're pretty much dating. We're pretty much married. We decided to live in the same
Except
building
I'm
together.
pretty sure
We live in the
still
same building together. Okay, that's how much separation anxiety we both have.
in different beds, different apartments.
But we still end up together in the same apartment.
That's because HBO Max keeps launching new movies.
Yo, and Netflix does not. Have you noticed? They keep on lying, saying coming soon, but nothing's ever coming.
I don't know. They got like The Rock coming out in a couple of new movies. They got Ryan Reynolds coming out in a couple
They
of new
keep
movies.
on saying all these things, and I have all these like triggers, like, you know, notify me when it comes out, and nothing ever notifies me. It's probably also because I'm stealing my brother's account. But I hope you're not saying this.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna have to talk about that for 1 second. You're watching the Neem's Netflix account. What stuff does the Neem watch?
It's like all anime.
Okay. I'm sorry, the Neem. I just had to know.
I'm sure he's getting all these Bollywood requests. That's coming from me.
Taneem's a taken man. He doesn't need to get any
true.
female attention right
That's
now,
true.
so it's okay. What do you think is on my father's Netflix account?
Oh, Ankur's father is the most beautiful, positive person in the world. Every morning I wake up and he leaves me such an amazing, like, motivational thing. Like, have a beautiful day. Your smile is your signature. It's amazing. I love it. I feel like it's my father. But my father has never left me a message like that in my life.
You know what it is? All right, for everyone at home, if you need some positive motivation in your life, start tagging me on your feed in Facebook, and my father will find you. I promise you.
Yeah.
It's like the movie Taken. He will find you. He will give you a motivational comment.
Yeah.
Love you, Dad. And he will make sure that everyone in the world knows that they have support.
That's amazing. You know, like, he retired and decided to show all of Ankur's, his son's friends, love. That's great.
I mean,
You know what sucks though? He just took it all away from me because I thought he just does it to me, but now I just realized he just does it to everyone. So, thanks, Ankur, for taking something else away from me. Appreciate it.
Anything for you, bud.
You know what else Ankur took away from me? I'm really short, right? So there's certain things that
You're short?
Yeah, I know.
I never noticed this.
I know you can't tell, but I'm pretty short, right? And Ankur is like Goliath to me, right?
I've heard Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart references.
Yeah. So that's what we are, you know. We're like a rock heart. Maybe that's where Rockstar Radio came from, you know.
Rock heart?
Yeah, because you're the rock and I'm the star.
I'll go with that. You can copy the rock DJ right here.
So what happened is, Ankur can see certain things that I cannot, right? So sometimes, like, when he wants to hide something, let's say a Christmas gift, oh, he just put it up top of the cabinet. I don't get to see it. That's horrible. It's a horrible way of life. That's so bad. And then if we ever get drunk, right, this guy just puts stuff away. He's like, I bet you can't get it. You're not going home. You're not taking the keys. Look.
I was being responsible by hiding the keys, making sure that you were in a safe place.
But then you're the one that drove home.
We were already home. I hid the keys.
We call valet. We call valet so we can go around.
Okay. Should we get into some meat stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm back in Jersey.
Okay.
And it's been a little bit for me.
Yeah. What's it like being back in New Jersey?
It's been interesting, man. I think that being around family and friends has been really helpful. I think I'm substantially stronger now than I was in Pittsburgh.
What happened? What happened? Why did you feel like you were weaker in Pittsburgh? Was it the weather?
I mean, to be honest, right, I had to step away from what I thought was my biggest accomplishment in life.
Which was what?
I mean, subtly put, I helped over 150,000 people, have weight transformations.
Okay.
Right, and along with their fitness journey. And I had partners and employees and other people that were all part of it.
Okay.
But I had to walk away for my own reasons. And, walking away from something like that is very hard.
Yeah.
So I had a girlfriend that was living with me at the time.
Okay.
Had to walk away from that relationship.
Was that the one?
I don't think it was.
Okay. Did you think it was the one?
I'm sure I did. I think every girl's the one.
All right. So there's a situation that AnkurKGarg told me that if you had to choose me or that particular person, he would choose her every single time.
I mean, I still would, right? She's the one. Anywho.
I stared at him blankly in his face. I'm like, see you in 2 weeks, bro.
It took 2 months, but it eventually happened. Yeah, man. So, I mean, Pittsburgh was purgatory, right? I went over there in like a little tiny apartment, and I focused on debts and paying off the debts that I had.
Good, that's
built up
responsible.
over that time frame, and I had an opportunity to help out a really good friend, continue to build his business while I was out there.
Nice. How'd you build that? Where was it at? Where did it, by the time you exited?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, I did the best skill set that I had, right? I polished the branding. I helped bring more attention by being a socialite all over social media, right? I'm sure you saw the video.
And he wasn't that social at all, right? Did he have any presence, any media presence before you got there?
I think they did, right? But at the end of the day, when you name a business after acronyms, not everyone's going to know what the business is.
That makes sense.
Right, so we make supplements, and I'm sure people saw that podcast and everything. Yeah. I've been referred to as the podcast king amongst some of the ex-Shreds employees.
Okay, my man.
But, I mean, that branding, we were getting attention from international customers. We were getting attention from local customers. There was, like, obviously people within the industry that reached out to me like, hey, we want to do exactly what you're doing at our business. Can you help? And so, I mean, it was good, right? It gave me an opportunity to rebrand myself. But
how did you rebrand yourself? Because I think you're one of the best. If you were to summarize what it is that AnkurKGarg does, what would it be in a few lines?
Falls in love?
Oh, yeah,
no,
that's true.
Man, I only get a couple lines.
Is
that enough for a rock star?
That's what I said. Just a couple of lines, not too many.
I'd probably say I'm a brand strategy expert, and when it comes to messaging, I can figure out how to get people to do what you want them to do based on some type of ad.
Okay, you're launching a book, right?
There's a couple.
Okay, what is the main book that encompasses all your strategies and your belief, really, your ethos?
I didn't even know you knew about this. So the first book,
everything.
So the first book's called Z to A Method.
Okay.
Right, and that's when I posted about maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, because I got a deal with the publisher and everything, and it's my whole this is how you succeed in life. It's reverse road mapping. And we can go down this whole thing, but there's a whole nother video that people can find. Right?
Okay.
We'll put that in the comments.
No
But,
problem. Looking forward to it.
That's the first book. The second book.
There's an ebook version.
Of course.
Or a music video. I like. You know, if school started with instead of reading books, if they gave me music videos, I would have crushed in school.
I don't know. I feel like all these teachers on TikTok now doing like dance routines
Wait, what?
and like rapping.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, man, it's all over the place.
Good for them. Good for them. Because they had to change, right? We had to change with the times, and it took long enough. The generation is the attention span these days is so low. What do you do to actually combat against the attention span issue?
Checklists. I put checklists throughout my day with easy tasks like brushing my teeth and making my bed, with really complicated stuff like building a website for Happy to Deliver or any one of those types of things. Sometimes I don't finish my checklist, like building a website for Happy to Deliver.
Is that okay with you? Because I don't know if you know this about yourself. You know, this is 2021, but AnkurKGarg in 2017 was not okay with not finishing something. You were really hard on yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Where are you now mentally?
I think at the end of the day, if there's an item on the checklist that I can't finish, I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is if there's a goal of mine and not reaching that goal, right? Because checklists change, right? Clients come and go. There's been a lot of people that I've learned to say no to, right? Where I won't take on that extra business or I won't take on that side gig or whatever it is.
So how many girls have you said no to?
Girls? I don't know. I think I said yes to all the women in my life.
Just checking. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna totally CB me in front of like everyone listening to the podcast. Okay, great. There goes all my dating chances in this area.
Good. I get them all to myself.
I'm no better than being a guy on one of those Indian dating shows on Netflix anymore, right?
Why did you slap?
Yeah, you know what's really great when you see your ex-girlfriends on these Indian dating shows.
Oh.
And then all these people start texting you, like,
Oh,
you know, did you know so-and-so was on the show? I'm like, oh, God.
That's
So most people don't know this. When I moved to Pittsburgh, I signed a Hulu deal to have my own show come out.
okay.
And then I hated the way I looked. I had half a mustache. I know you remember that.
I do remember that.
Right? I was 280 pounds. And it was all from stress and just dealing with all the life changes and stuff that was going on.
That's interesting because I remember before that you used to post pretty frequently, at least once a week. And then all of a sudden you kind of went MIA. Was that the reason? Did you not feel good about yourself? What was it really?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, I've had this issue of being a perfectionist.
Okay.
Right? I wouldn't put something out unless I thought it was the best possible quality work, whether it's a photo shoot, a meme, a video, any of it.
So, do you feel like there's this mental stigma, or do you feel like it's getting worse, especially for the young generation, on their looks because of this this photo, video, world that we live in? And do you feel like it affected you? You're a pretty strong individual, so what's it going to be like with the child that is developing right now?
Do I think people have issues now with how they look? I think people have always had issues with how they look. I don't think that's changed, right? There's always the popular pretty people in high school and middle school, so on and so forth. And I mean, let's face it, people who are more attractive do better in life.
Do you feel that's true?
I mean, there's statistics, right?
I don't know.
Attractive people get promoted more, attractive people get paid more, attractive people have easier time convincing people to get a table at a restaurant.
I don't know, man. I've seen past kings and founders and everything, and they were not the best looking people.
Yeah, they were born into it.
Okay.
Right? Or, there's people that break the ceilings of certain aspects and stuff, right? But I think those stigmas have always been there. I think what's really changed is that people like you and me that were outgoing in high school would have had millions of followers right now if we had TikTok or Musical.ly or any of these apps back then.
Yeah.
Right? You were on dance teams, I was on dance teams. We were DJs, right? The amount of content, I mean, we weren't Sick Kick, but the stuff that we used to do with lyric matching and all that stuff back then would have blown people's minds.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, the opportunities that the kids have now to do all that, I think changes their focus from some of the stuff that it should be on, like the education, the civic awareness of like the stuff that's going around, like all that kind of stuff, into popularity. But I'm not a parent, right? I have nieces and nephews, and I learn from them what the stories of what they have.
They're who teaches us how to use TikTok, by the way. Okay. It's all the nieces and
I don't know,
nephews.
speak for yourself, Grandpa. I know how to use TikTok.
Okay.
I haven't posted nothing yet, but that's because I was waiting for this podcast.
Listen, you don't post anything. So when are you going to start posting? Because I think is unfair to the world because you have a lot of information to give, and that's the idea of having these connected communities to share information and to spread whatever knowledge you have. That's the purpose of humanity for me, that we're supposed to pass on our knowledge. And that's what I love about social media, because it gives us the opportunity to pass our thoughts and beliefs on to other people. So why are you not posting?
Well, I'm going to answer the most important question that you just asked as we wrap up the podcast, right? All right, so everyone at home, pay attention. AnkurKGarg is back. AKG is going to start posting again as of May 1st, as we launch this episode. You're going to start seeing daily posts from me, stories. There's going to be things on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay.
And I'm doing it with one single purpose.
What is it?
I just want to show people who I am. And if they appreciate it and enjoy it, I want them to show support. But I'm not asking anyone to do anything. I'm not trying to sell anything.
You're not asking them to buy anything.
I mean,
swipe up to buy this course.
Maybe swipe right on me on a dating app if you're out there and single. But
I don't even know what that means. What is swipe right and left? Which one? What? I don't even know. How about if you're lefty? Is it still the same thing? How does that all work?
How do you meet women?
How do I meet women?
Yeah.
I don't
At the airport?
Wherever. At the airport, at Starbucks usually. That's my favorite spot.
Okay.
Now, for me, the most important thing is, do I connect with the person, whether they're a business partner, whether they're a friend or a significant other? Do I connect with you in every emotional, visceral, soulful level?
You didn't shut off your cell phone?
I thought I did.
Damn. All right, guys, we're going to continue this on episode 2. Make sure you guys stay tuned in. We're going to launch episode 2 at the end of the month of May.
It is turned up.
Stay tuned.
Hold on, you call me.
All right, guys, thanks for checking in.
Hey, can I call you back? I'm recording the podcast.